Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to Nine Nar Trees podcast. Today I will summarize and review the book, Howard E. Gardner's Frames of Mind, The Theory of Multiple Intelligences, first published in 1983, revolutionized the way educators and psychologists understand intelligence. Moving beyond the traditional view that intelligence is singular and quantifiable through IQ tests, Gardner introduced the idea that humans have various types of intelligences. This seminal book explores the implication of this theory for education and society, suggesting a more personalized approach to learning that acknowledges individual strengths and potential. Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences, MI, has since influenced educational policies worldwide and opened new avenues for the exploration of human capabilities. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, the theory of multiple intelligences. Howard Gardner proposed that rather than having one fixed intelligence that could be measured through IQ tests, individuals possess a range of intelligences. Gardner initially identified 7 intelligences: linguistic, logical, mathematical, spatial, bodily kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, and intrapersonal. Later, he added naturalistic intelligence and considered the inclusion of existential and moral intelligences. This theory suggests that each person has a unique blend of these intelligences, which shapes the way they perceive the world and solve problems. Gardner's theory challenges the conventional education system, which often prioritizes linguistic and logical mathematical skills, to recognize and foster other forms of intelligence. Secondly, educational implications. Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences has significant implications for education. It suggests that teaching methods should be diversified to cater to the various intelligences of students. For instance, traditional lecture methods may favor those with linguistic intelligence, while hands-on activities support those with bodily kinesthetic intelligence. Gardner advocates for personalized education plans that focus on developing all intelligences, which could lead to a more engaged and successful learning experience. This approach calls for educators to identify the dominant intelligences of their students and adapt their teaching strategies accordingly, potentially transforming the educational landscape by focusing on individual strengths rather than standardized benchmarks. Thirdly, challenges to traditional IQ tests. Gardner's theory poses a challenge to the traditional concept of intelligence quotient, IQ tests. He argues that IQ tests predominantly measure linguistic and logical mathematical abilities, neglecting other forms of intelligence. This critique suggests that IQ tests may not fully capture an individual's intellectual capabilities or potential for success in life. The theory of multiple intelligences expands the concept of intelligence, advocating for a broader evaluation that includes a wider range of skills and abilities. This perspective has fueled debates on how to assess intelligence more accurately and holistically, pushing for assessments that recognize the diversity of human potential. Fourthly, implications for career and personal development. The theory of multiple intelligences also has profound implications for career choice and personal development. Understanding one's own mix of intelligences can help individuals pursue careers that best suit their strengths and interests. For example, someone with high spatial intelligence might excel in architecture or engineering, while a person with strong interpersonal intelligence could thrive in counseling or teaching. This insight encourages a more fulfilling and successful career path aligned with one's natural predispositions. Additionally, recognizing and developing less dominant intelligences can lead to a more well-rounded personal and professional skill set, enhancing life satisfaction and adaptability in an ever-changing world. Lastly, criticism and controversy. Despite its widespread influence, Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences has faced criticism and controversy. Critics argue that the theory lacks empirical evidence and that some of the intelligences Gardner identifies overlap with personality traits, rather than constituting distinct forms of intelligence. Additionally, some educational psychologists suggest that the theory's implementation in schools is challenging and may not lead to the anticipated educational outcomes. However, these criticisms do not detract from the theory's significant impact on rethinking intelligence and education. Gardner's work has opened up a dialogue on the diversity of human capabilities, emphasizing the value of a more inclusive approach to understanding and fostering intellectual development. In conclusion, Howard Gardner's Frames of Mind, The Theory of Multiple Intelligences, is a groundbreaking work that challenges traditional views of intelligence and educational practices. It is invaluable for educators, psychologists, and anyone interested in understanding the multifaceted nature of human intelligence. By embracing the idea that we possess a variety of intelligences, individuals can find areas where they excel and pursue personal and professional development that taps into their unique strengths. This theory promotes a more equitable and inclusive approach to education, where success is not determined by a narrow set of abilities, but recognized across a broad spectrum of intelligences. For anyone looking to explore the depths of human potential and rethink the way we learn, teach, and assess intelligence, Gardner's theory offers a compelling and transformative framework. If you would like to support Howard E. Gardner, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.